Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Lightyear Frontier. Now this is an early access game, it's in development. Release date is due sometime in March 2024, but this is one of those games where the devs are very active, engaging with the community, and you know there's a lot of feedback sharing going on really. Now this currently is a demo version available on Steam, and so far I do like what I see. When it comes to the game's requirements, there's no official requirements for recommended spec yet, which is not surprising for early access, but the minimum requirements so far are GTX 770 with 2 GB of video memory. So, all things considered, I think that probably will change due course, because first and foremost, this demo already launched with two graphical APIs, DirectX 11 and DirectX 12. We're running with DirectX 12 because I do believe there might be a little bit of a eye candy here and there. The game itself is you build, rebuild, you craft, and you play with friends, and honestly this looks like to be a very chilled experience. Also you get to drive a mech. So let's look at the settings. Humor wise, these guys are absolutely on the ball here. You'll see that in a graphical tab. So we're going with a full screen, native 4K, 100% resolution scale. And I do like when I see resolution scale slider in a game. That means if you don't have a GPU that supports DLSS or FSR, you might just play around with resolution scale and still get the performance without sacrificing too much of a graphical fidelity. Dynamic resolution's turned off, DLSS we're not gonna use. This DLSS implementation actually works, and it works wonderfully. Even just by toggling right now, as you can see, we're jumping up in the frames. If I turn it off, then we're jumping down in frames, which already shows that no big relaunch the game stuff is taking place. You just adjust and off you go, which is fantastic. No frame rate limit, slightly cranked first person field of view, slightly cranked third person field of view. And looks at the graphical tab. So this is what I'm telling you about these guys' sense of humor. The game installs with high preset. And I thought that the high preset is pretty much like, you know, the end of the line, but you can actually set stuff on frame breaking, which honestly is it's wholesome to see, you know, like it's not this stiff corporate like medium, low, ultra, epic, you know, frame breaking. Fair enough. You know what, this is how it should be. It's like the unobtainium level in Ubisoft Pandora, you know, you want it, you have it, here you go, do whatever you want with this information. So obviously we've set everything up on frame breaking quality, and we'll see how it goes. So far, GPU is kind of showing us 57 frames, so we'll see how it goes. So let's go for a new game, and we'll have a look-sees. I have a good feeling about this one. I do have a good feeling about this game. I think it's gonna be massive. Okay, and here we are. So what do we have? A little bit of a stutter here and there. That's fine, I do believe the level is still loading in. We're still parsing and caching in the textures. So what do we have? We're pulling 7.9 gigs of allocated video memory. 9.6 of RAM. GPU usage is kind of jumping up and down. That's rather expected, really. It is rather smooth, and considering we are on the frame breaking settings in 4K, slightly sub 60 with no DLSS is actually a pretty good job in my opinion. The HUD is actually probably my favorite thing of the box, like literally morning, like thank you. Right, let's go for a little gander here, see what happens. So far the CPU cores are nice and even, so it looks like we do have multi-core support. The i5 probably is struggling a little tiny bit, so let's go and wander off the path, see if there's any goodies somewhere. No tool. So the game itself, you actually have a mech and then you go and do resources and stuff like this. And I think this is just one of those feel-good moments games, you know, just vibe with your friends, just chill, just relax. Like, you know, it's all so pretty. Look at the colors. I love it. It's so nice. Now, granted, I would imagine that DirectX 11 might be a little bit easier on the hardware. You might actually get 60 frames in 4K with the frame breaking stuff, but I'm just speculating here. Even right now, it actually looks pretty decent, you know, all things considered. There's no hiccups, there's no stutters, and I would have expected actually a bit more stuttering, but there's actually none of that, so... Without MSI, I wouldn't even say we're sub 60 to be fair, and this is why you should never play with the MSI metrics enabled. You're just gonna feel bad about yourself, but you don't have to. Look at this. This is glorious. I mean, this is what happiness looks like. And we even have legs that we can see. That's it. 10 out of 10 game. Fight me. I'll die on this hill. And this is so peaceful, honestly. I would not expect this game to actually run this well. And this is not to have a stab at early access titles. I think majority of the studios that allows their game to be on early access as a demo are taking a big leap of faith just to share their work, just to listen to the feedback, and so far the communication apparently is quite on point. Whatever community is discussing, the devs are listening, you know, and obviously this is not the final product at all. Oh wow, hello. Strike grab, the PICK axe can break trees, rocks and other materials. Okay, okay, you know what? I can literally see how I would pester my friends if I had any with this ability. This is kind of cool. I do like it.
Finally, I'm getting through. That was quite the tumble you took there. Luckily, your biometrics tell me you're A-OK. But before anything else, let's put that mech of yours back in one piece.
Attack mech engine, attack mech arm. Okay, nothing, wow. I think this is from some sort of equipment.
Now flip that sucker sunny side up and hop in. We've got a planet to explore.
Flip that sucker sunny side up. I mean, come on, I told you guys, these guys have on point sense of humor. This is the proof. This is no bullshit, absolute good vibes conversations here. Let's go in. Find the irrigation hose, find the seed shooter, find the sprout cannon, find the vacuum harvester. I mean, spike punch, saw swipe. Man, I like what I see. And performance have slightly improved.
One kind of stops expecting guests after 200 years. Name's PIP-3R. That's Piper for short. Up there in the sky. That blinking dot is yours truly. But enough introductions. Let's get you situated and make you at home.
Okay. New construct, stone fence. Okay. Okay, okay. I hope you guys are well, keeping eyes on those frames. But honestly, I would not say this is below 60. You can have my word for it. Absolutely flawless performance. Are we actually on the frame breaking stuff? Yes, we are. I mean, hey, always this runs better than some of the new AAA titles. How about we just put it on automatic? What do we have? Boom, 94 frames. I mean, 100. Come on, guys, you can't make this up. This is history in the making right here. This is how it should be for games. Literally, this is how it should be. Oh wait, they can run as well. I guess we're not dependent on local wildlife. Okay, what can we do? Oh, we do have a flashlight as well. Right, okay. Basic fodder. Swift will feed. Okay. You know what? Don't hold it against me. I was just checking stuff out, and looks like there's something in the distance. Right. Let's see what these stacks mean. I think that might be part of the stuff we need to find. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna be walking around a bit here. Fair enough. Okay.
It never ceases to amaze. That magnificent mech. Those high-powered tools. And even that ship of yours. The Farm Mech project really was extraordinary. Such a shame that it got cancelled in the end.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is the devs sharing their actual insight in the game. And hey ho. Also, you can swap stuff just by mouse wheel, which I think is very nice. Kinda gives you a little bit of that Titanfall vibe. Now, obviously, every single Titanfall fan will come after me with a pitchforks, but hey, it is how it is. You know, I'm used to calling things the way I see it.
It always puzzled me why Earth was so quick to give up on the Farm Mech project, sending us probes out to the edge of the galaxy to scan for hospitable planets. That was no small feat. Desperate times, I suppose.
Oh, I guess we cannot do water. Water too deep. Fair enough. Right, my question, however, is the third-person view. Perfect, there it is. Man, this looks nice. You know what? If you know the devs personally, you know, tell them they're doing well. They're on the right path here. This is what we need to see in the gaming world. For early access performance, this game is outperforming majority of early access games I've seen. It's that puts a file on my face. Puts a smile on my face. This is what we need. Build a place to sleep.
Well, abandoning the Lightyear Frontier for Mars does make some sense. It was a lot closer and would sustain Earth's population, at least for a while.
Okay. Store Pine Heights. Unknown tool upgrade required. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. When in doubt, spray it with water. Okay, fair enough.
Just think about the thousands of people who initially came to the frontier, taking a chance on this one-way trip, only to get abandoned. But for generations, they've managed to thrive here. Your neighbors are quite tenacious, huh? Look, I know you weren't sent here for a mission that's been cancelled for nearly 2 centuries. You probably found that ship in a scrap heap somewhere and took off for greener pastures, right? No need to answer. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just happy to finally have some company.
I think we would need to have water so it can grow. Okay, so there is a little bit of mechanics that we need to learn before we can just start doing stuff, which honestly is not surprising at all. Yeah, build a place to sleep. You know what? We can do that. Oil presser, workshop shed, small tent. Build. Keen eye. Let's go for sleep.
Morning. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Those new mech parts made a world of difference. The best looking ride in the frontier for sure.
Right. Okay, so we need to build a plot, build a shed, and restore Pine Heights to its former glory. Fair enough. Oh, look at this. The mech actually moves 360. Yeah, I think, as I said, this is gonna be a very nice game. And for early access, the performance is absolutely on the ball here, so... yeah, grab it, take it for a spin. If you're into games like this, don't be shy, wishlist it, and show the devs your support, you know, end of the day. End of the day. And at this note, I think I'm gonna leave you be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.